I am so excited. We are ready to put this all together. Now, I went 4 minutes at power level 1, and I have perfectly softened butter. That's the way to do it. Look at that, just perfect, right? So we are going to put the butter, our sugar. Gosh, I didn't measure that yet. But that's easy enough. We know how to do this stuff. But we've got the lemon zest. 1 lemon gave me about 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. Yum! Yum! And I'll show you how I chopped it up in a minute because we're gonna go on to the. Well, I'll show you how I chop the lemon zest when I do the icing, which has 3 tablespoons of lemon zest. Yummers for jummers. So again, we're doing exact measuring. Helps if you have the side of the cup that you understand. 1.5 cups of sugar. That's a little much. We don't want to put any more than it asks us to put in. That's even still a little much, you know. My friend, my master chef, master cook, Margot Oliver from Canada. There it is, exactly 1.5 cups. Put that in, the sugar, the butter, the lemon zest, and I have already whisked together the flour and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Very simple recipe. So we mix this together, as we know, right? Woo! Hope it doesn't fly too much. And we're going to put the eggs in. We have 4 eggs. We put 4 eggs in one at a time. But before we do that, and we know how to do that. We know how to do that part. We just put the eggs in one at a time. I will show you a trick that I learned that you can, when you hit an egg, only one of them opens. That's how eggs work, right? So there's our first one. And another trick I like to do, and this is one of my favorite. Oh, I wish I had more light in here. Sorry, folks. Hey, it's amateur hour, but we're cooking and we got God on our side. Do them both. Look at this. Boom and boom. Oops. And hopefully there's there's one little piece of shell in there. But you know, you can get pretty good at that. If you have a lot of eggs to undo, that's the way to do it. Click them both and pull them apart with your fingers. Fun. And I don't know if that's professional or just, I don't know. We're all surviving here, right? So what I wanted to show you is something my mom taught me how to do. 9 by 13 inch pan lined with parchment paper. Now, my mom used to bake cakes. Alice, remember Alice? Where'd she go? Alice, where's your picture book? Oh my, she's in my heart every day. My dear mother Alice taught me how to cook and taught me how to cut lining paper. We used to do wax paper. This is actually parchment paper, and it's actually has measures on it. You can see the small little squares on it that basically I will probably use because the times they are a-changing. So for something like this, it's obviously a rectangular thing. I would fold this down the middle. Down the middle. My mom used to teach me this, and fold it where there's a point, right? Fold it twice. Go to the back of the pan and measure from there. So I put a little crease there, and I put a little crease here, and I cut that, and I got this, you know, which it perfectly lines the bottom. That's my mom's trick. It's so nice. And so basically, I've made my notches, and I cut along the notch and intersect that way. This time I'm going to actually go with the measurements of the paper, which is going to come up the side a little bit. But that's kind of you can do it both ways. If your paper's not lined or you're using wax paper, then you do it my mom's way. How's that work? Yeah, it works. Either a round pan. It's a round pan. You do a quarter of a round of the circle in there, and you cut through that, and then you have the perfect lining for the bottom. Yay! All right, we're going to add the eggs. We're going to mix it up. We're going to put it in the pan. I want to show you my toaster oven, which is going to be cooking this thing. There's my toaster oven, and it doesn't produce any heat, and actually it's got a round back. You can put a pizza in there. And I've got it warming up. You don't have to warm it up for very long because it warms up quickly and you don't have to heat up your kitchen. So the next time I'll talk to you, the brownies will have been baked for how long? 25 to 28 minutes. And I'll come back and I will make the icing together with you. We let them cool overnight if we can. And then let them harden overnight. And you've got lemon brownies on July the 4th. Yum.